The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Discover the power to transform your life. Join us for an in-depth breakdown of this life-changing book. Uncover valuable insights and takeaways that will revolutionize your perspective. Stick around for the next 30 minutes to gain a crystal-clear understanding of how these four simple agreements can shape your reality. Let's dive right in. Are you ready? Let's embark on the journey through the book. The first agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Discover the profound impact of your words and intentions on your life. Understand how your word can create or destroy, shaping your reality and influencing others. Explore the historical examples of how one person's word changed the course of history. Realize the susceptibility of our minds to words, both from others and ourselves. Learn how positive self-talk and mindful communication can sow seeds of positivity. Your inputs shape your outputs, so be conscious of what you consume. Beware of gossip, a harmful form of black magic. Avoid casting spells on others and inviting negativity into your life. Respect the power of your word and its ability to bring destruction or positivity. Don't take anything personally. Recognize that others' opinions are reflections of their own reality, not yours. Don't internalize emotional poison and negative identities. Understand that people operate in their own dreams and belief systems. Rise above the opinions of others and maintain your own frequency. Refuse to let someone else's emotional garbage become your own. Remember, your outer world mirrors your inner world. Free yourself from self-criticism and agreeing with negativity. Embrace a positive perspective to attract happiness into your life. These agreements can transform your life. So let go of negativity and choose a path of empowerment. Join us on this journey to self-discovery and personal transformation. Get ready to unleash the power within you. In the second agreement, we delve into the transformative principle of don't take anything personally. Explore the concept of emotional poison and how it arises when we internalize the opinions of others. Understand that these opinions are not about you, but reflect the beliefs and perspectives of others. Realize that everyone operates in their own reality, and their perception of you is a reflection of themselves. Avoid making someone else's emotional garbage your own. When everything around you is great, maintain your inner happiness and refuse to let external opinions sway you. Recognize that your inner world shapes your outer world, and negativity only breeds more negativity. Break free from self-criticism and negative self-talk to cultivate a positive lens through which you view the world. Embrace the power of your own beliefs and rise above the judgments of others. Remember, you have the ability to create your own reality and manifest a life filled with happiness and fulfillment. This agreement holds the key to unlocking your true potential and living a life free from the burden of taking things personally. Moving on to the third agreement, we explore the principle of don't make assumptions. Assumptions can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and unnecessary suffering. Instead of assuming, it is important to seek clarity through effective communication. Ask questions and express yourself honestly to avoid misunderstandings. Remember that everyone has their own unique perspective, and assumptions can distort our perception of reality. By practicing clear and open communication, we can foster stronger relationships, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and build a foundation of trust and understanding. Let go of the need to make assumptions and embrace the power of clear communication to create harmonious connections with others. This agreement empowers you to break free from the limitations of assumptions and create a more fulfilling and authentic life. The fourth and final agreement is always do your best. This agreement encourages you to give your best effort in all that you do, regardless of the circumstances. Recognize that your best may vary from day to day, depending on various factors such as your energy level, health, and available resources. Avoid self-judgment and comparison to others, as it only leads to unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. Instead, focus on giving your personal best in each moment. Embrace a growth mindset and view mistakes and setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth. By consistently doing your best, you cultivate self-confidence, integrity, and a sense of accomplishment. This agreement reminds you to honor yourself and strive for excellence in all areas of your life. When you do your best, you align yourself with personal fulfillment and create a positive impact on the world around you. So embrace this agreement and commit to always doing your best, knowing that your efforts will lead to personal growth, success, and a life lived to its fullest potential. In conclusion, the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz offers a transformative perspective on how to live a more fulfilling and authentic life. These agreements, which are to be impeccable with your word, not to take anything personally, not to make assumptions, and to always do your best, provide a practical framework for personal growth and positive change. By embracing these agreements, you can cultivate better communication, release self-limiting beliefs, and create healthier relationships with yourself and others. The power of your words, the impact of not taking things personally, the importance of clear communication, and the commitment to giving your best effort are all valuable insights that can lead to profound personal transformation. By integrating these agreements into your daily life, you can experience greater joy, harmony, and fulfillment. So take the wisdom of the 4 agreements and apply it to your own journey of self-discovery and self-mastery. The potential for positive change and a more authentic and empowered life is within your reach. The next topic in the previous discussion was about the 3rd agreement from the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, which is, don't make assumptions. This agreement encourages us to avoid making assumptions about others' intentions, actions, or beliefs, as assumptions often lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. Instead, it emphasizes the importance of seeking clarity through effective communication. When we make assumptions, we are essentially creating stories in our minds based on limited information. These stories are often influenced by our own biases, past experiences, and interpretations. However, these assumptions may not align with the truth or the reality of the situation. To overcome the habit of making assumptions, Ruiz suggests asking questions and expressing ourselves clearly. By seeking clarification and communicating openly, we can avoid misunderstandings and foster better relationships. This agreement reminds us to be mindful of our thoughts and to approach situations with an open and curious mindset. Additionally, the agreement highlights the significance of not taking things personally, which was discussed earlier. When we make assumptions about others' actions or words, we often end up taking them personally, believing that they are directed at us. However, as Ruiz emphasizes, people's actions and words are often a reflection of their own beliefs, perceptions, and experiences, rather than a direct attack on us. By practicing the agreement of not making assumptions, we can cultivate healthier relationships, improve our communication skills, and reduce unnecessary conflicts. It allows us to approach situations with more clarity, empathy, and understanding. The 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz is always do your best. This agreement emphasizes the importance of giving our best effort in everything we do, regardless of the circumstances or the outcome. Doing our best is not about comparing ourselves to others or striving for perfection. It is about recognizing our own capabilities and consistently putting forth our maximum effort in each moment. Our best can vary from day to day, depending on factors such as our energy levels, health, and external circumstances. The key is to make a genuine and wholehearted effort based on our current abilities. By always doing our best, we can avoid self-judgment and regret. When we give our best effort, we can be proud of ourselves, regardless of the outcome. This agreement encourages us to focus on the process, rather than solely on the results. It reminds us to embrace a growth mindset and continuously strive for personal improvement. It is important to note that doing our best does not mean overexerting ourselves or sacrificing our well-being. It means finding a balance and taking care of ourselves while committing to excellence in our actions. It is about honoring our commitments, being present in the moment, and bringing our best selves to each task or interaction. Furthermore, Ruiz highlights that our best can vary from moment to moment. There may be times when our best is exceptional, and other times when our best is simply getting through the day. The agreement of always doing our best invites self-compassion and encourages us to celebrate our efforts rather than being overly critical or judgmental. By embodying this agreement, we can cultivate a sense of fulfillment, integrity, and personal growth. It enables us to harness our full potential and contribute positively to our own lives and the lives of those around us. If you have any further questions or if there's another topic you'd like to explore, please let me know. Now let's move on to the 3rd agreement, which is, don't make assumptions. Assumptions are a common source of misunderstandings and conflicts in our lives. When we make assumptions, we create stories in our minds without seeking clarification or gathering all the facts. These stories can often be inaccurate and lead to unnecessary stress and turmoil. In the book, it is stated that we make assumptions because we believe we know what others are thinking or feeling. However, the truth is that we can never truly know someone else's thoughts or emotions unless they explicitly communicate them to us. Assuming we understand someone's intentions or jumping to conclusions can lead to misinterpretations and strained relationships. To avoid making assumptions, it is essential to practice effective communication. Instead of assuming, we should ask questions and seek clarification when in doubt. By actively listening and engaging in open and honest dialogue, we can prevent misunderstandings and foster better connections with others. Another aspect of not making assumptions is to express ourselves honestly and clearly. When we share our thoughts, feelings, and expectations openly, we eliminate room for assumptions to arise. By practicing authenticity and transparent communication, we create an environment of trust and understanding. Furthermore, it's crucial to recognize that everyone perceives the world through their unique lens of experiences and beliefs. What may seem obvious or true to us may not be the same for others. Embracing the diversity of perspectives allows us to approach situations with curiosity and empathy, rather than making assumptions based on our own limited viewpoint. Lastly, the book emphasizes the importance of not taking things personally when others make assumptions about us. Just as we are encouraged not to assume, we must remember that other people's assumptions are a reflection of their own beliefs and experiences. By not internalizing their assumptions, we protect ourselves from unnecessary emotional distress and maintain a healthy sense of self. In summary, the third agreement teaches us the power of avoiding assumptions. By practicing clear and open communication, seeking clarification, embracing diverse perspectives, and not taking things personally, we can foster better understanding and cultivate harmonious relationships in our lives. That concludes the explanation of the third agreement. Shall we proceed to the fourth and final agreement? Certainly. Let's move on to the fourth agreement, which is always do your best. In this agreement, the book emphasizes the importance of consistently giving our best effort in all aspects of our lives. Doing your best means different things in different situations. It acknowledges that our best can vary depending on factors such as our energy levels, health, and circumstances. It's not about perfection or comparing ourselves to others, but about striving to do better than we did before. The agreement reminds us that when we do our best, we avoid self-judgment and regret. It encourages us to focus on the present moment and give our full attention to the task at hand. By being fully present, we can tap into our potential and perform at our highest level. Furthermore, doing your best requires self-compassion. It's about recognizing that there will be times when our best falls short of our expectations. Instead of being overly critical or harsh on ourselves, we should practice self-acceptance and learn from our experiences. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can maintain a positive mindset and continue to grow. It's important to note that doing your best doesn't mean overexerting yourself or burning out. It's about finding a balance between effort and self-care. Taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being is essential for sustained productivity and overall happiness. The fourth agreement also emphasizes that your best will vary from moment to moment. Some days, your best may involve accomplishing a lot, while on other days, it may mean taking small steps forward or simply taking care of yourself. By honoring your own capacity and being flexible, you can consistently do your best without feeling overwhelmed. Lastly, the book highlights that doing your best is a personal commitment. It's not about seeking external validation or competing with others. Each person's best is unique, and the focus should be on self-improvement and personal growth. By embracing the fourth agreement and always doing your best, you cultivate a sense of integrity, build self-confidence, and create a positive impact on your own life and the lives of those around you. So that concludes the explanation of the four agreements from the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. These agreements offer powerful insights and guidelines for living a more fulfilling and authentic life. Now let's move on to the third agreement, which is, don't make assumptions. In this agreement, the book emphasizes the dangers of assuming things without seeking clarity. Assumptions are often based on our own beliefs, fears, and past experiences, and they can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and unnecessary suffering. When we make assumptions, we create stories in our minds about what others are thinking, feeling, or intending. We project our interpretations onto their actions and words without actually knowing the truth. These assumptions can become deeply ingrained in our belief systems and shape our interactions with others. The book suggests that the way to overcome assumptions is through clear communication. Instead of assuming, we should ask questions, seek understanding, and express ourselves honestly. By doing so, we can avoid misunderstandings and build better connections with others. Furthermore, the book emphasizes the importance of not taking things personally when others make assumptions about us. Just as we are prone to making assumptions, others may also make assumptions based on their own perspectives and beliefs. It's essential to remember that their assumptions are a reflection of their own reality, not necessarily the truth about us. By practicing open communication, seeking clarity, and avoiding assumptions, we can cultivate healthier relationships, foster understanding, and reduce unnecessary conflicts and misunderstandings. Moving on to the fourth agreement, which is always do your best. This agreement encourages us to give our best effort in everything we do, regardless of the outcome. It emphasizes the importance of focusing on our personal growth and being present in the present moment. Doing our best doesn't mean striving for perfection or comparing ourselves to others. It means putting forth our maximum effort based on our current capabilities and circumstances. Our best can vary from day to day, depending on various factors such as our energy levels, resources, and external circumstances. The key is to always give our sincere effort and strive to improve ourselves. The book reminds us that when we consistently do our best, we can avoid self-judgment and regret. By focusing on the process, rather than solely on the results, we can find satisfaction and fulfillment in our endeavors. In summary, the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz offers powerful insights and guidelines for transforming our lives. By being impeccable with our word, not taking things personally, avoiding assumptions, and always doing our best, we can cultivate healthier relationships, enhance self-awareness, and create positive change in our lives. Remember to apply these agreements consciously, as they require practice and self-reflection. By incorporating them into our daily lives, we can experience greater personal fulfillment, emotional well-being, and more harmonious connections with others. And the opposite of that is also true. When everything around you is great, everything brings you happiness. Consuming positive things, associating with positive people, loving yourself, and using impeccable words towards others and yourself create a positive world. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. We often make agreements that contribute to our suffering, seeking validation and justification for our negative beliefs and experiences. Negative beliefs attract more negativity, forming an echo chamber of negativity that blinds us to other possibilities. Conversely, positive congregations foster abundance mindsets and collaborative ideas. Keep the agreement with yourself, allowing you to travel the world with an open heart, immune to others' opinions, and unaffected by their attempts to impose their views. Don't take anything personally and remind yourself daily. If you agree with someone's opinion, you've made an agreement to take it personally, forming negative identities within yourself. Remember, nothing someone says is about you but about them. Negative minds attract more negativity, while positive minds attract positivity. The third agreement is to avoid making assumptions. Instead, assume the positive and proactively live your life. Negative assumptions lead to blaming, resentment, and emotional poison. Positive assumptions empower you to handle situations with clarity. Making assumptions and taking things personally leads to drama and sadness. Never assume to know what the other person wants in a relationship. Seek clarity through open communication. Real love is accepting others as they are without trying to change them. Avoid the uphill battle of trying to change someone, and find someone you can accept without the need for change. Ask questions when you don't understand something, and seek the truth instead of making assumptions. Seek to understand others before seeking to be understood. Always do your best, and over time, your best will improve. Enjoy the journey and take action without expecting rewards. The first three agreements rely on doing your best. Practice and repetition are key to mastery. Your bad days will become less intense, and your good days will become better. Put action before reward, and repetition will lead to mastery. Implement these agreements in your life for transformation and personal growth. Remember, the four agreements are powerful tools for personal transformation and creating a more fulfilling life. By practicing these agreements consistently, you can free yourself from unnecessary suffering and live a life of authenticity and joy. It's important to understand that implementing these agreements requires conscious effort and self-awareness. You may find it challenging at times, especially if you're accustomed to old habits and patterns of thinking. But with practice and repetition, you can gradually shift your mindset and behavior. Start by becoming aware of your words and thoughts. Pay attention to how you speak to yourself and others. Are your words uplifting, encouraging, and truthful? Or do you find yourself engaging in negative self-talk or spreading gossip and negativity? Make a commitment to be impeccable with your word, using it to build others up rather than tearing them down. Similarly, examine the assumptions you make in your daily interactions. Are you quick to judge and jump to conclusions? Challenge yourself to seek understanding and clarity by asking questions and listening attentively. By avoiding assumptions, you can foster healthier and more authentic relationships. Remember that doing your best doesn't mean striving for perfection. It means giving your best effort in every moment, regardless of the outcome. Some days, your best may be different from other days, and that's okay. Embrace the process of growth and improvement, and celebrate your progress along the way. Lastly, understand that these agreements are interconnected. Each one supports and strengthens the others. By being impeccable with your word, not taking things personally, and avoiding assumptions, you create a foundation for doing your best. And by doing your best, you reinforce the power and effectiveness of the first three agreements. In conclusion, the four agreements offer a powerful framework for personal transformation and living a more authentic and fulfilling life. By being impeccable with your word, not taking things personally, avoiding assumptions, and always doing your best, you can break free from self-imposed limitations and create a reality filled with love, joy, and positive relationships. Embrace these agreements, practice them daily, and watch as your life transforms for the better. Remember that integrating the four agreements into your life is a continuous journey. It's not something you achieve once and then forget about. It requires ongoing awareness, commitment, and practice. So be patient with yourself and allow room for growth and learning along the way. As you apply the four agreements, you'll likely face challenges and encounter situations that test your commitment. It's important to stay resilient and remind yourself of the power these agreements hold. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who also strive for personal growth and support each other in embodying these principles. Additionally, be mindful of the influence of your environment. Surround yourself with positive influences, whether it's the books you read, the media you consume, or the company you keep. Seek out individuals who embody the values of love, authenticity, and personal responsibility. Remember, you have the power to create your reality. By consciously practicing the four agreements, you can transform your life and contribute to a more loving and harmonious world. As you align your thoughts, words, and actions with these principles, you'll not only experience personal transformation, but you'll also inspire and uplift those around you. So embrace the four agreements as a guiding philosophy for living your best life. Let them shape your interactions, choices, and perspectives. By doing so, you'll cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness, inner peace, and meaningful connections with others. In conclusion, the four agreements provide a roadmap for personal freedom, happiness, and authentic living. By being impeccable with your word, not taking things personally, avoiding assumptions, and always doing your best, you can create a life filled with love, integrity, and fulfillment. Embrace these agreements as guiding principles, and let them serve as a foundation for your personal growth and transformation. Remember, the power to implement the four agreements lies within you. It requires conscious effort and a commitment to personal growth. Embrace them as a daily practice, integrating them into your thoughts, words, and actions. Start by being aware of your own inner dialogue. Notice the words you use, both when speaking to others and when speaking to yourself. Strive to be impeccable with your word, speaking with honesty, integrity, and kindness. Use your words to uplift and inspire, rather than to criticize or harm. When faced with situations where you feel hurt or offended, remind yourself not to take things personally. Understand that the actions and words of others are a reflection of their own beliefs, experiences, and emotions. Instead of reacting defensively, choose to respond with compassion and understanding. Avoid making assumptions about others' intentions or motivations. Instead, seek clarity through open and honest communication. Ask questions and listen attentively to gain a deeper understanding of others' perspectives. By doing so, you can cultivate empathy and foster stronger connections. Lastly, always do your best in every situation. Recognize that your best may vary from moment to moment, depending on your circumstances and energy levels. Give yourself permission to make mistakes and learn from them. Focus on progress, not perfection. As you embrace the four agreements and integrate them into your life, you'll find that they become a guiding compass, leading you toward personal freedom and fulfillment. You'll experience greater harmony within yourself and in your relationships with others. Stay committed to your journey and be gentle with yourself along the way. Remember, transformation takes time and effort. Celebrate your successes and learn from your challenges. With each step you take, you'll move closer to living a life aligned with love, authenticity, and personal responsibility. In closing, the four agreements offer profound wisdom for creating a life of joy, peace, and purpose. By embodying these principles, you can navigate life's challenges with grace, cultivate meaningful relationships, and unleash your true potential. Embrace the power of the four agreements and embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery and personal growth. And the opposite of that is also true. So when everything around you is great, everything makes you happy. If the things you consume are positive, the people who you associate with are positive, you love yourself, and you use the word impeccably to talk towards others and yourself, then your world in general will become more positive. And just to say it again. So your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. We make agreements to help each other suffer. Misery likes company. And some quotes from the book here. Humans are addicted to suffering at different levels and to different degrees. And we support each other in maintaining these addictions. People are asking for justification for their suffering. It is as if they have a note on their back that says, "Please kick me." They are asking for justification for their suffering. So you people want validation for their suffering. They want to know that they aren't all alone in these negative beliefs and suffering. And what usually happens is that negative attracts negative, or negative people attract other negative people, and they congregate around these negative beliefs and further justify and compound this suffering. And for me, I like to think of it like an echo chamber of negativity, and people get stuck in these chambers of negativity all the time. So much so that they can't even see that different realities are possible. And in just the same way that congregations of negative people can compound the misuse of the word and cause greater levels of suffering, positive congregations can do the opposite. So let's take, for example, in business. If you get a room full of positive entrepreneurs, get them all together, that's where ideas will flourish, and abundance mindsets will collaborate, and amazing outcomes can be achieved. Finally, for this agreement, keep the agreement with yourself. If you keep this agreement, you can travel around the world with your heart completely open, and no one can hurt you. You can say "I love you" without fear of being ridiculed or rejected. So with practice, over time, you will become immune to the opinions of others, and you won't allow others to easily impose their opinions on you. If you need to put it on your fridge or stick it up on your wall somewhere, don't take anything personally. You really need to remind yourself of this and practice it day in and day out. So let's do a quick recap of this agreement. If you agree with someone's opinion, then you have made an agreement to take it personally. Emotional poison is forming negative identities within yourself. Nothing someone says is about you, but it is about them. Negative people tend to attract more negative people, whereas positive people attract positive people. And always remind yourself to not take things personally. The third agreement is don't make assumptions. So a good rule of thumb, if you need to make assumptions, always assume the positive. So as humans, we have the tendency to make assumptions about everything. And here's a quote from the book: "We make assumptions about what others are doing or thinking. We take it personally, then we blame them and react by sending emotional poison with our word." That is why whenever we make assumptions, we're asking for problems. So if you're someone that usually operates in a negative state of mind, or you're always in negative environments, your assumptions will tend to be negative. However, the more empowered you become as a human, the more proactively you live your life. And when you begin to love yourself and the others around you, the more your assumptions will become positive. So, short story, you're in a relationship. Your partner hasn't replied for a few hours now. You could make positive assumptions. Maybe his phone battery is dead, he got caught up in a meeting, or he's busy with work. Or you could make negative assumptions. Maybe he's ignoring you, lost interest, or upset with you. The point is, assumptions are often based on our fears, insecurities, and past experiences, and they can lead to misunderstandings and unnecessary conflict. To break the cycle of making assumptions, the third agreement advises us to ask questions and communicate clearly. Instead of assuming, gather information and seek understanding. By doing so, you can avoid misunderstandings and create healthier relationships. Here are some key points to remember about the third agreement. 1. Assumptions lead to misunderstandings. Making assumptions about others' thoughts, feelings, and actions can create unnecessary conflicts. Remember that your assumptions are not necessarily true or accurate. 2. Don't take things personally. When you make assumptions, you tend to take things personally. You interpret situations based on your assumptions, which can lead to emotional reactions and conflicts. By not taking things personally, you can maintain a sense of inner peace. 3. Seek clarity through communication. Instead of assuming, practice clear communication. Ask questions, express your thoughts and feelings, and listen attentively. Effective communication helps in understanding others and avoiding unnecessary conflicts. 4. Assume the positive. Whenever you find yourself making assumptions, try to assume the positive. Give others the benefit of the doubt and consider alternative explanations that are more favorable. This helps to maintain a positive mindset and promotes healthier relationships. 5. Release the need to control. Making assumptions is often driven by a need to control situations or people. Understand that you cannot control everything or predict others' thoughts and behaviors accurately. Let go of the need to control and embrace the uncertainty of life. By practicing the third agreement and avoiding assumptions, you can foster healthier relationships, improve communication, and reduce conflicts. Remember, it takes time and conscious effort to break the habit of making assumptions, but the rewards are worth it. Remember, doing your best is a personal standard that can evolve over time. What may be your best today may differ from what it was yesterday, or what it will be tomorrow. The key is to consistently strive for personal growth and give your maximum effort in each moment. By applying the 4 agreements, being impeccable with your word, not taking things personally, avoiding assumptions, and always doing your best, you can cultivate more fulfilling relationships, enhance your self-awareness, and lead a more authentic and empowered life. Keep practicing these agreements, and over time, you'll see positive transformations in your thoughts, actions, and relationships.